Hello everyone, I'm Wisdom Cube, and welcome to another Loud House Theory video. Now, since it's the show's 10th anniversary this month, I decided to make a bunch of Loud House centered videos. Now, today's theory is, what if the Louds visited Danville from Phineas and Ferb? Oh man, this is going to be so comedic, I can already tell. Now, let's say for this scenario, the Louds are on a summer road trip and they stop by Danville. And I think Lisa would probably suggest this trip since I'm pretty sure she would find out about Phineas and Ferb and their inventions and would probably want to see those inventions up close and personal. And can you just imagine the amount of crazy inventions those three would cook up? Obviously, combining Phineas's imagination, Ferb's tool mastery, and Lisa's just sheer intelligence. Yeah. Oh man, that would just be insane to think about. Now, as for the other Louds, I could see Lincoln and the other younger sisters hang out with Phineas, Ferb, and their friends. I could see Lola bonding with Isabella and those two trying to come up with a plan to help Isabella with her crush on Phineas. And Baljeet, I could see him like taking care of Lily. Just imagine that. Baljeet and possibly Isabella and Buford taking care of Lily. Yeah, that would just be just heartwarming and hysterical at the same time. Just all around heartwarming. For Alana, she would obviously be wanting to pet Perry, Perry the platypus, and I'll get back to Perry soon. But, yeah. As for Lynn Jr., I could see her and Buford either forming a tense rivalry at first, but ultimately becoming friends. That's just how I see it. Now, as for the older siblings, I could see Lori, Lenny, Luna, and Luann bonding with Candace, and should they show up, Stacy and Vanessa. And speaking of the latter two in particular, I could see Lincoln like just being in awe of not just Phineas and Ferb's inventions combined with Lisa helping them, but also being in awe of Stacy, Candace, and Vanessa's beauty. And it would probably like develop a miniature crush on either of them, either one of them. Yeah, that would just be comedy gold in and of itself. And speaking of comedy gold, can you just imagine any one of the Louds or all of them meeting Dr. Doofenshmirtz? Yeah, imagine Dr. Doofenshmirtz meeting the Louds and him having to explain one of his many tragic backstories to them. Like, the Louds would just be terrified and saddened at the same time of seeing Dr. Doofenshmirtz having to grow up with horrible parents and just not being well liked all around. And I'm pretty sure one of those backstories would trigger certain flashbacks that the Louds have done in the past. I'm pretty sure you all are probably figuring out what I'm talking about, but I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, getting back to Perry, if the Louds are here, yeah, that's going to make trying to get to his secret lair and maintaining his secret identity even more difficult, especially if the Louds bring the other pets they have with them. Imagine Perry having to dodge not just Lincoln and his sisters and their parents, but also their pets like Walt, Cliff, Charles, and Geo. Yeah, imagine that. And can you just imagine the pets somehow finding their way into Perry's lair and Major Monogram having to like make do with the current situation? Yeah, it would kind of be like how Phineas and Ferb got into Perry's lair in one episode, and yeah, um, or even how Lawrence got into Perry's lair in one episode too. Yeah, it would kind of be like that situation all over again. Oh boy. And speaking of Lawrence, I can't believe I forgot to mention this sooner, but I could see Lawrence and Linda getting along well with Lynn Sr. and Rita. Yeah, can you just imagine those four having a conversation where Linda um, is having to talk about Candace's like insanity when it comes to her brothers? And speaking of which, um, going into other things I could see happening as the Louds are staying in Danville for a week or so, I could see Candace like teaming up with the Loud siblings, the older sisters in particular, trying to bust Phineas and Ferb and then failing miserably. Um, oh yeah, I can also imagine either one or all of the Loud siblings possibly discovering Perry's identity, and should they do so, I'm pretty sure Perry would do what he did with Stacy, and I'm pretty sure they would ultimately agree to keep Perry's identity a secret in order for him to remain with the Flynn Fletcher family. That's how I see it. Now, what do you guys think? What would it be like if the Louds visited Danville from Phineas and Ferb? How do you guys think it would go? What do you guys think the interactions between the Louds and the Danville cast would be like? And I'm pretty sure you guys would probably come up with some pretty crazy ideas. Anyways, just comment below, let me know. I'm Wisdom Cube. I wish the Loud House happy 10th anniversary this month, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.